Hi everybody, it's Miss Deb. I'm going to read a book today. It's called What Happens in Spring. It's by Sara Latta. So some of the words we need to know are hibernate, to spend winter sleeping or resting, migrate, to move from one place to another, season, one of the 4 parts of the year. Each season has a certain kind of weather, and tilt, lean to one side. The first thing is, what is spring? I see the seasons summer, fall, and winter. The summer is warm. It's got a lot of green. The fall, all the leaves turn. Winter is colder and there's snow. Spring is one of the 4 seasons of the year. The other seasons are summer, fall, and winter. Each season lasts about 3 months. In spring, signs of warmer weather are everywhere. So there are flowers, people are outside, the grass is getting green. Why do we have seasons? The earth goes around the sun in a big oval shape. And one trip around the sun makes a year. During this trip, the earth tilts to one side. The tilt causes more or less sunlight to fall on different parts of the earth. In winter, Earth's North Pole points away from the sun, so it gets very cold. As Earth moves around the sun, the North Pole begins to tilt towards the sun, and that's when spring begins. As the amount of sunlight changes, the weather changes too, and so do the seasons. When does spring begin? Spring comes after winter. The first day of spring in the north part of Earth is around March 21st. The north part of Earth slowly gets more heat from the sun. The days begin to get warmer. The days also begin to get longer. There are more hours of sunlight every day. Spring often brings rainy weather. You may see a rainbow after it rains. And there's a saying April showers bring May flowers. What are the first signs of spring? I see snow on the ground, but there's flowers coming up. It sounds like there's winter with the snow and spring with the flowers, so it's kind of a mixture. Warmer, longer days help plants and seeds grow. Flowers pop up to brighten the snow and dark ground. Tiny green leaves appear on the trees. New grass begins to grow again. So pretty soon we'll notice all the buds on the trees too. What do animals do in the spring? Animals feel the warmer weather and longer days too. Animals that hibernate in the winter, like bears, wake up. They are very hungry. They like to eat the young plants that grow in the spring. The food helps them get strong again. So there's the bear waking up, and he's got a flower in his mouth. He's eating a flower. And here is the squirrel. The squirrel is eating some fresh greens too. Everybody is waking up and getting ready for warm weather. When are animals born? Many animal babies are born in the spring. The new plants give the babies and their parents fresh food to eat. They will eat and grow during spring and summer. So we have some baby skunks and some baby bunnies. Baby bunnies, we get those in our yard. They dig big holes in our yard, and all of a sudden you see little heads popping out of them, and you can push back some of the fuzz in there, and you see all the baby bunnies. Why do animals migrate? Many animals cannot stay warm or find food in the cold. Where winter weather is too cold, the animals migrate south. It is warmer there. When it's warm again in the spring, they migrate back north. The return of robins is one of the first signs of spring in the north parts of the United States. So here are birds migrating. They are flying south for the winter, and then they fly north for the summer. And here is a robin. I have seen several robins So that's a sign of spring. What do people do in the spring? Farmers and gardeners plant seeds in the spring. The rain and warm sun will make their vegetables and flowers grow. Spring has sprung. What will you do? So they're planting seeds in the ground. They're growing flowers. Yeah, so that's some of the things that happen in spring. And one of the ideas that they have is you can do a shadow figure. All you have to do is find some sidewalk chalk, go out when it's sunny, usually the earlier the better, and then you'll have a nice long shadow, and have somebody with you and stand very still, and they can take the sidewalk chalk and draw around your shadow. And then you can step away and you will have kind of a picture of yourself. Sounds like a fun thing to do. The end. Things to do in spring and what happens in spring.